Hey, it's Joe Linesby Automator. And yesterday I had a call with a buddy of mine from Texas Instruments. He's also left the company now. And he was asking about NotebookLM. And so I said, yeah, I can give you an overview of how I use the tool. So I was recording the whole, it was supposed to be 30 minutes, turned into almost 3 hours. But I extracted a little bit of this I think might be meaningful to you for we show how to use NotebookLM, how I also use it to extract, get the transcripts and some of our tools, how I sandwich it together with intros and outros. And use it in different ways. So it's a fun, we were just having a lot of fun, and we, kind of drifted here and there. We weren't planning to share this video, but I asked him and said it was okay to share. And so I hope you enjoy it. Have a great day. Cheers. Yeah.
Okay. I'm looking on my big screen right now.
Cool. So
Notebook LM.
Yeah, NotebookLM, which you probably have the URL, but I'll send it to you if you want. And you can see I use it like a crazy amount. I use it so much I had to create a second account because you can only do it like 3 a day. 3 or 4 a day or something. Actually, let's go to one I've already done. So here's one where I can look at my resources of what I've used, and I've put in. Hold on, this is ACE sources. How do I get to? I thought it would show. Oh, this is the text. So, but let me. You know what? Let me go back here. And let's just go through an example. Let's say I had a video on YouTube where I liked what I heard, but it was actually, I just watched one. I just finished it this morning on how, and especially because you have younger kids, right? The problem is it's really long. This one where he talks about, we basically have 900 days left before AI, could really possibly destroy us. So I can take the URL. I'm going to copy the video URL, and I can go in here. I'm going to create a new notebook, and I can put a link to a YouTube video if I want. I can paste that here, right? I'm going to insert it. That'll be one of my sources. Now, let's say I had something on the same topic, right? I could add. It's a little weird how you have to do it. I can come back to here to say add sources. I can paste in text here. I can upload. I can add a Google workspace, or I can drag in PDFs, or even pictures, MP3 files. You can't, at least when I've done it in the past, you cannot drag in videos. But what I just do is I transcribe the video and then I give it the text. Right.
So you're basically putting all of the sources of a single that relates to a topic that you're gathering.
That's right. Yeah, that's what you want to do. Otherwise, it'd be kind of out there, right? But you want to. So on some of these, let me go back here.
And does it come with the Microsoft subscription? No.
No. It's free right now.
Oh.
Yeah. Let me show you because I did one. Here's a good one where I see all these different sources. I took PDFs. I took lots of transcript. I took text out of videos and stuff and put them all in this. And this is the cool thing. I went and created both an audio file and a video on the topic, but I can come back in here and I can say, hey, I just want these two, and I want to use that to create a new thing. You get it? So you don't have to use all of them. Right, I normally do.
Create a new thing.
Well, a podcast or a video, or a infographic or a slide deck or flashcards or a quiz.
What?
The mind maps are really cool too. This will be pretty quick. It'll give you a nice kind of diagram of what was discussed. I don't love it because
all my sources that you're saying, and then I can create a thing.
Yeah, several of the videos I've sent to you, like the one we were just discussing with the QR code. Remember that video you watched?
Yeah.
That was generated from this.
What?
Yeah,
I captured that a little bit with what you said, but at the time I didn't know. But then as I was watching the latest video you sent, it said, "Oh, you can just use NotebookLM." I'm like, Joe mentioned that. That's why I said, what is NotebookLM?
Oh, it's so. Now, the other thing, Joey, is this tool is the only tool on the planet that I'm aware of that really did a really, it's not perfect, but it's the closest one I know of, where it doesn't, let's say this is what I have on creating an irresistible offer. Let's say I asked it a question that was not in my sources. It doesn't just go search and find information and put it in, right? So other tools, when you ask it questions, if you gave it a PDF and said, hey, how do I change the oil on my Camry? It would still answer you, even if you gave it something on cooking an egg. You get my point? It will go outside of what you give it and do stuff. This tool doesn't do that. It's supposed, this tool only will work from the sources you give it, which is one of the reasons why I absolutely love it. So let's go back to the one we're working on. And I'm going to create an audio overview. Well, we'll create two. So if you click here, it just starts. And I don't personally like that. I like to click here. So you have different right in the for the podcast type format, I can do a deep dive or a brief, or I critique is like two people kind of critiquing what you gave it. Oh, I'm sorry, that's debate. I guess a critique. I don't know if I've even created that yet, but you can have it critique the information you gave it, and you can choose the length. And if you cared to, there's a ton of languages you can have it created in, right? But what's really cool is here you can tell it what to focus on. So only focus positive side of the
And I saw it just auto corrected your
yeah,
the. That's awesome.
nothing about AI. So I'm giving this is like my prompt, right? So I'm gonna hit generate. It'll take a while, right? It depends how long. This is a long video, so that one I probably shouldn't have picked that video because it's like an hour and 20 minutes or something. But what's cool, and let's just switch over to let's see. Here's my bulletproof offer. Let's just I don't have it. That's funny. Oh, it is. It doesn't tell you select all. It doesn't say deselect all. It says select all sources, but it does toggle it. So I'm just going to use one thing. Now I'm going to create another audio overview, right? And I'll say short, so it probably will take less time. Um, you don't have to type anything here, but I like to. I'm going to hit generate. Now this one is it. This one will be done, I think, way before the other one will, right? But I want to show you one other really cool thing. Now, also in the video overview, I can say, um, choose you want the explainer or a brief. Like you only have two options for videos, right? Whether it explains everything or it's just a brief summary of it. We'll go with the brief. And then you can choose, I haven't done custom. What is custom? Oh, interesting. So you can give it a prompt. Um, but there's these different types of things that you can do, right? And that'll influence the video that gets created. Let's stick with
And the
classic.
video that's getting created is it's it's an MP4, and who's going to be in it? And
It's just usually this one on the videos, it's one. I don't know why they chose this. On the videos, it's really one person talking. On the
that, like the one that you sent me, it was you, or it was a voiceover describing everything.
yeah,
Man, that's
right.
crazy. That's all. And
But
this
it's
is a Google
creating
product.
yeah, it creates the slides like in the video, right? So that's where it's like it's really cool. Now, sorry, the when you say the one I sent you, are you talking about the using the VO3?
No, no, no. The one
Okay.
before that. I
Yeah,
know
okay.
the VO3 was someone, the corner guy, and that was awesome. That's the one that I said, let's talk. I want
Yeah.
to, but LM3 was what he, or Note LM was what he mentioned in there, and I
Okay.
remembered you mentioned it in
Yeah,
the other
gotcha. Right,
stuff.
right.
That's why I said, what is that? Who owns Notebook?
Yeah.
Because we were using Microsoft Note way back. And so I thought, is this an upgraded version? But now I see it's a
Yeah.
Google product.
And just to confuse a little more, there's actually a whole nother version from Google that's very similar, but you can only give it like scientific documents. I don't know why. It must have been they had a different team creating it. So I never I used it at first just to see, but it limits your sources. So here, this one just finished, right? So now this is cool. I can hit play. Oh, hold on a second. Let me change the audio. So I share the audio. Oh, that's on this one. Sorry. or share computer sound. There we go. So I'm going to hit play.
Welcome back to the deep dive. Today we are shortcutting our way through some great source material called
So that's a podcast, right? And it's two people talking. Actually, let me keep playing a little
10
bit.
Pillars of Effective Offers.
Right.
And our mission is pretty simple. We want to pull out the essential blueprint for an offer that really actually converts.
And what's so fascinating is that the very foundation of it
You
forces us
who picked the voices? They did.
That's those will be they're the same voices in every podcast, and they're just
Oh, that's awesome. So then it's the same people in essence.
I wish now other tools will let you choose. There's other ones I think called Jellyfin. Is that what it's called? No, that is anyway. There's another tool similar to this, and you can pick and choose the people, and you can clone your own voice and have it be you, right? But right now in this tool, it's those two people. That's all they do, right? But this is the part I love is let's say you're trying to learn a topic, right? I'm going to change this instead of just listening to it. I'm going to change it to interactive. Now I'm going to hit play.
Welcome back to the deep dive. Today we are shortcutting our way through some great source material called the 10 Pillars of Effective Offers.
right.
And our mission is pretty simple. We want to pull out the essential blueprint for an offer that really actually converts.
And what's so fascinating is that the very foundation of it, it forces us to look at our biggest weakness in marketing.
Which is?
Oh, wait, someone wants to join. Hey, go for it.
Yeah. Can you help me better understand the transformational results?
Oh, that is a fantastic question.
Yes. Focusing on that transformation, the outcome is actually pillar 6.
And it is vital.
So you see how you can actually, instead of just listening to it, you can actually guide the conversation. Now, the bummer part, unless they've changed it, let me see. No, this download.
Wait, hang on, Joe. Hang on.
No worries.
So when you interact it, if it's already a set presentation or a set conversation, how are they interacting with you?
It's a great question, Joey. What they probably do is lay out the plan, and
Okay.
they let you when you hit interrupt. If you noticed, it wasn't instantaneous, right? When I
Right.
hit it, it kind of took a second. And said, "Oh, someone wants to join," right? I think that's when they say, "Okay, let's," they reshuffle the deck in the sense of they look at what they already talked about, and now they're like, "Okay, let's let the person ask a question, and then we're gonna change what comes after," right? Because
And when that makes sense, still using the sources, they're
yes,
just going to answer it from using the source. They're going to source the material right quick. That's the
yep,
only reason or thing I could think of that they're
yeah,
able to interact yet
yeah.
robot.
Yeah, it's really, really cool. Um, and what I was gonna say was the bummer is unless they've changed it like this, if I download this, this is still it's the set one. It's not the
The interaction.
yeah, exactly. So you'd have to use OBS or something to record your screen if you wanted the audio, you know what I mean? But
Yeah.
I've never wanted to anyway. I don't use it that way. But it's just I don't know why. I think for privacy is probably why they do that, but I don't know. But yeah, it's an amazing tool. And so let's go back. So that's the podcast. I can say create an infographic, right? Which are often like for blog posts and stuff. Or for your your some of your companies. Maybe you might even have information about what the special of the day is or something, right? And maybe it would come up with an interesting podcast. I'm sorry, infographic.
Man,
But you
this is
can also
great.
you can build quizzes, create flashcards, create a report, and then this is still also you can interact with it just with a chat bot too, right? So you can use it just like ChatGPT if you want to. I almost never do that, but if you're working on a topic that you want to make sure it only uses the information that you give it, this is where I would go. Well, I'm surprised it's taken so long on that.
Joe, this is crazy. Like I
Yeah,
told you, you remember, I think, was it 2 or 3 years ago, we sat on a call like this and you showed me ChatGPT.
yeah,
And then after that, the whole world I felt like I told my kids when my kids came and we were talking, I said, "Shh, I already know what ChatGPT is. How do you know? My friend Joe already, and I told him, and my son, he was still in school. So he's like, yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, it's getting, and it's just getting better and better, right?
Right.
It's just the programming that it can do now. It's beating all humans now. Like some of the it's that good at coding. It's that good. Like it's crazy. I'm
Man,
surprised this is taking so long. But yeah. Oh, here's, let's see. This is the
the
I forget.
mind, the mind map.
Yeah. So you can get it can help you outline, but I don't love this because sometimes it does so much, but then extracting it, you go to download it because this will download it, but it's not easy to adjust like the font size and stuff of things.
What does it download as? What file type?
PDF, I believe,
Oh, okay.
or a PNG, one of the two. It's a PNG.
Okay.
Yeah. It's still good though. I mean, I've used them some on the web on my blog posts. I'll add it. Um, nope, not that one. Sorry. There we go. Video. So it's still generating the audio or the video one and the infographic. But yeah, that's the gist of it.
Man, this is amazing. Thank you, Joe. This is
Yeah.
I
It's
didn't even
I use it here on. I think you've seen like on when I go to my this is my main channel
okay.
for auto hotkey stuff, but
Yeah.
under here I have this channel with 14 subscribers. It's so funny. But you'll see here in the content, you'll see I've been using it a lot here, right? And even a lot of these are actually I just changed the thumbnail.
You just build it directly from Notebook LM.
Yeah. Yeah.
This whole video that I'm looking at, that 5 minute video is from Notebook LM, the whole thing.
Oh yeah. Yeah. And just created it on the fly. And every once in a while I listen to them or I watch them and I'm like, oh, maybe there's a minor tweak I'd want to do. Then I'll take the video and bring it in and I'll make a little edit, right? I don't regenerate audio and stuff, but I will cut parts or I'll move it or I'll load, like, let's see here. No,
Hang on.
under,
After
I'll,
you generate it, you because it sounds like it's being generated as an MP4, that's why you're able to move it as a
yeah,
video in YouTube.
right, right.
Wow.
Yeah. And then let me show you,
I didn't even know this.
here, check this out. So you're going to laugh when you see this. So, I don't have time to read anymore, right? Like I just never do. So this is my Notebook LM folder, right? You'll see I have a lot of them I've created and listened to, but there's a, so, let me do a demo here, just show you, because, let's see. Let's download this file, because I don't like is this file will download as a, whoops. So personal AI is your basic human right. So now in this folder, so it downloads as an M4A file, which is compressed. It's an audio file. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But I have this tool, which I just launched. Now check this out. I can choose my bitness, right? Let's knock it down to even 32K and leave it as mono, so it's really small. And I could drag all these videos here or audio files if I wanted to, and it converts it to an MP3 file. And so it just finished, right? And now let's see the file size. So it went from 21 megs down to 2.6, right? And if I play it,
Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we are focusing on a technology that is...
the audio quality is still great, right? So it's super simple. But check this out. So here's an MP4 file, right? If I want to just listen to it, I can do the exact same thing. And it already finished. And now I have here's the MP3. Oops, darn it. Here's the MP3 file I just extracted, right? So I can just now it's for me. I use a tool called Plex. So Plex lets me keep them on here under a drive, and then I can play them on my phone because I have that synced, if that makes sense. So when I'm driving or whatever, anywhere I am, like on the flight, I was listening to it. I was connecting from my phone to my home computer and streaming it, and it was just really easy. But it lets me, I don't have time to sit and read books anymore. So I take a lot of, especially some videos that I'm like, Dan Kennedy, who I've talked about for years to you, he's a brilliant guy. He's a horrible speaker, right? So he has videos on YouTube, and I'll take his videos and push him into NotebookLM, and it gives me a polished version of what he said. And especially with the podcast where it's two people talking back and forth, it's much more dynamic and fun and interesting, So I use it for learning a lot, and for our clients. So some of my clients, I do it for them as well. Just their clients want to listen to things about their topics, right? And so I'll just generate them and give them to them, and they're overjoyed, right? Because it's just it seems like voodoo, right?
Exactly, it really does. So I can just see people out there, like my mom would be like, "How did that happen?"
Well, and think about even just for your business, right? You could do one on talking about how important ratings are, is one aspect.
Yeah, that's why I'm interested in, because so the videos that I'm creating, I have them on my on my TikTok.
Yeah,
people love it, right? And they're liking it, but I have to produce them myself, and I'm trying to. I try to produce 3 videos a week,
yeah,
which is, as you know, that one video could take 3 hours to edit.
yeah, yeah.
I can't. And what you're showing me, that's why my mind is getting blown,
Right.
because I'm thinking of how to do this. And
imagine this, Joey. If here's one way I would consider doing it. Hit record and record it poorly, if you know what I mean. You know what I mean? Like record it with your ums and ahs and
yeah.
And then don't edit it and just give that to ChatGPT I'm not sorry, to NotebookLM, saying, or actually maybe even then give it to ChatGPT or some other tool first and say, I created this. This is the transcript. When I say give it to it, transcribe it first and then give it to it. If you want to, I can give you a tool that does that really easily too, right?
Yeah, because that's my problem. When I give her the video, she's like, I can't really watch that video, but if you transcribe it or tell me what it's about, I'm like, bruh, I just need you to look at it. So then I have to I have to go and explain the whole thing, and that takes time too.
Yeah, forget that. So here, check this out. So here's this, it's a 5.5, let's do the 11-minute video or audio file. Because this works for either videos or audio files. I'm just gonna drag it here.
This is your tool?
Yeah. So
my goodness.
It just ripped it as I'm blanking on it's a smaller, more compressed than MP3. I forget the file type. Say it again.
AV1. Remember, that's what the original. It was it's like grainy almost.
Yeah, no, it's not the quality. It's just that it's the compression format is more compressed than MP3. But now it uploaded it, so it created the transcript. So you can see that here with timestamps.
21. Oh, and so the whole transcript is right there, and it even marks as speaker A and B.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, and so this tool is great because it just transcribes it, and it created a summary right here for me of the same file. So it's in a separate file, but this is a summary of that file, right?
And then I can take that and upload it into, because that's what she keeps telling me, and I'm like, crap, I can't. Oh.
Let's imagine you were interviewing somebody. This is where I would have used This is a very similar tool, but it's a little different. So I can take, let me go back to it works for audio files too, but let's just use the video file.
Yeah, no, I like your using of the video files because those are a lot harder to
Yeah.
to
So I just dragged it
compress
in
and
here.
transcribe.
It's going to do the same thing. It's going to first rip out the audio, convert it into a smaller, more compressed, upload it to Assembly AI is what we use for our transcriptions. And then we have a much more elaborate tool that you can use to, well, I'll wait to show you because it's crazy. This tool we should be selling for, a lot of money. So I can say assign speaker, hit play.
You ever just wished you could peek inside a customer's brain while
I
they're
was just say
deciding to
woman.
buy something? Well, today we're going to do just
So
that.
apparently that was
We're going to
just,
break down
it's
a
all one
super
person,
powerful framework
right?
called the product hierarchy.
But
Seriously, it's a way to.
But now, if I want, I can come in here and I can right click and I can say copy transcripts or copy comments or time ranges. So if I do this, let me bring over Notepad. So that just gave me the time. If I cared to, that's the time range, right? That's not overly helpful. But let's say I said copy transcripts. So that was spoken during that time period. But I can also filter. There was only one person. If there were multiple people, I can filter on the person, right? Or I can also filter on if it's a positive, negative, or neutral like statement. So if I wanted to look at just the negative stuff they said, right? Makes it
What do
easy.
you mean negative?
The connotation of like what was
Oh,
said,
okay.
there was like a positive,
You can
negative.
take that as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah. But wait, there's more. So let's say I wanted this part to be a short on YouTube. I can select what I want. I can right click and say export media. And now here, it lets me choose whether I want a video or audio. And here are my time points. It looked at what was spoken and came up with a name, but I can change it if I want to. Joey test, hit export. And it's already done.
You exported a video file.
That's right. I exported it with those from the 000 to 13. So it should be in here, Joey test, 13 seconds long, right?
Okay.
So see how easy that is? If you had a big video and you just wanted parts of it, you can, because also, of course, we built in a search. So I can say, where is, so now it's limiting it to what I type in here. So you can easily find what you're looking for in the video. Where did I speak about this? Which, if you have the transcript, that's not a big deal. But the fact that I can select things and say export media, and this time I'll say I want just the audio file. And hit export. Now, this gets a little complicated, but if you had brought this video into, I use DaVinci Resolve to edit videos, it would be very, very precise on that, exactly where you said start and where you said stop, right? And then when you say render, it would take usually several minutes to give you that file, right? What we do, and it's just, I don't know how much you know about video and audio files. What we basically do when we say, edit, extract this, we use FFmpeg, and it's not as tight of the exact start and the exact stop, but it doesn't re-render the video or audio. It just pulls it and saves it, if that makes sense. Which is why ours takes you a couple seconds, instead of a long time, depending on the length of the video. But yeah, and then I can say get tags. So this will look at the transcription, and it's going to generate tags based off of it.
What tags?
So if you were posting it like to YouTube or something and you want tags about the video, well,
Oh,
and then,
wow.
hey, I have different prompts, right? So each of these are my stored prompts. So these are like the instructions. So I can say my default one is just basically transcribe it, right? I'm sorry, look at the transcription and summarize it with bullets. So I'm going to use that. And let's say I just want 5 bullets and create summary. And now it sends the transcription off with using your prompt and how many bullets you want. And it's going to give you down here a summary in a format that you can paste into YouTube, and it has the timestamps where the things were mentioned. So it's really it's like your chapters in YouTube, if you know what those are.
Yeah.
So now,
Yeah, I need to make my chapters that when I create our thing,
yeah,
we have a podcast that we do, and it's just I have to do all that. Dang.
yeah. So let's make this bigger here. So when you paste in YouTube, the asterisks make this bold. So summary shows up bold and key points show up bold. Um, but yeah, it gives you the time ranges on when it was mentioned, and gives you a little summary. But yeah, this tool I use when I'm posting videos and stuff to YouTube. I use this tool. When I just want the transcripts, I use that other tool I showed you. Oh, this one, by the way, we were just working. So, um, actually, let me blow your mind a little more. So,
My mind's already blown, Joe.
yeah,
It's
I don't blame
crazy.
you. I know. I mean, switch account. Go back to my main channel. Here's a video. When it starts, listen to it. Well, so notice that, and actually this was the older version, which we changed now, so I can update this while I'm here. Oop.
Because the asterisk was converted to bold, you said?
Right, yeah. So now when I save this, and we'll load the video, connect with like-minded AHK users in our private chat, helping each other out and sparking ideas that make scripting way more. So you hear that intro?
Yeah.
That's an AI me. Okay?
That's your voice, but
But I never did it. AI generated it. And then we took, so see all these intros? This
yeah.
is one of those intros, right? And this is an outro. So I created, what is that, 25-ish, 20-ish intros and outros. We drag a video here, and I can say I want to select a specific one, or I can just say randomly pick one from here and randomly pick one from here. So I take our videos that we create. I used AI because I'm way too lazy to create these intros, because you know how long that would take to get them perfect.
Yeah.
And I'm like, all right, forget that. So we created the intros and outros, and then here I drag in a new video. Let me see here. Here's a 10-minute video, so I can just drag it here, and now I can hit go, and it's going to take this. It randomly picked one from here and randomly picked one from here, and it's slapping them. It's putting them all together. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
if
It's stitching them together.
yeah, and of course you could just say I just want an outro, right? Or I just want an intro. You don't have to have both, but I'm way too lazy to do all this. So it makes it very simple, and you can do 20 at a time or however many you have.
This is amazing.
Yeah. So
Wow.
but that's another one I'm happy to give you that it saves me a crazy amount of time.
I can see that because, like I said, so our podcast, and I'm posting the videos on a weekly basis. I have to create the thumbnail. I have to. So we've gone with just one intro, just because I don't want to keep filming the intros, right?
Oh yeah.
And if we do this, I'm gonna put plugs in there and say, hey, this was by from our friends at Auto Hotkey.
Yeah, you don't have to, man. Don't worry about that.
No, but I give credit where credit is due. This is Joe. You know me when we were
I know,
at FBI, right? Anything I say this because we would work together and would say this is gonna be good, and they don't see the value of dropping something from 20 minutes to 2 minutes, and yet you and I are jumping for joy from dropping that time to 2 minutes. They're like, well, what does this do? Well, it reduces the time, the processing time. Well, that doesn't make sense. We're like, yeah, it does. It drops it from 10 minutes, 20 minutes to 2 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah, so that you can focus on what's important, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, it's crazy. But I mean, my point, Joey, is the odds of one of your clients being actually interested in what we do, it's pretty small. So that's why I'm like, yeah, it's okay. Yeah.
It's true. It's true. but you never know, right?
Yeah.
It's the seventh degree mentality. Someone that knows someone.
Yeah. But yeah, this one we should maybe, you know what? Maybe, Joey, we should flip it. What we should do is, when you get ready to do something, like after you've recorded your podcast or whatever, you say, "Hey, Joe, okay, help me walk through how we can use one of your tools," right? Because it's much easier for you to learn it if you're doing it on your own stuff.
Yeah,
But yeah,
yeah, exactly. Because I have my process that then you can show me how it can move faster.
right.